Hi, I'm Wendy Murado, and thanks for joining us for another episode of Cat Chat. Here in Medina, Ohio, we are at Kitten Krazy. Some people call me the crazy cat lady, and I'm not sure if it's because of our name, but you can call me whatever you want as long as it has to do with cats. Today's show, we're going to be trying to get through a whole bunch of adoptable cats. So that's why I'm going to get started right away. So this right here is Chubby Bubby. That's not his name. His name is Ginger, and it is a boy. And it's because he is an orange tabby. And in Europe, especially England, they don't call them orange tabbies, they call them ginger cats. And so people here will often call an orange tabby, who are mostly males. There are about 80% of orange tabbies are males. They'll call him Ginger. So that's his name, and we're going to go and leave it because he does know his name pretty much. He is 22.3 pounds. At least he was when he came in. We're trying to get a little bit of weight off of him. It is a health concern that we have that he might not be healthy, but so far so good. Everything is great. He uses litter box, he eats, and he does real well. Super friendly dude. Look at this guy. I just love him. He's been doing feats, which we all know if they knead bread with their feet and they do this. He's even doing it after he lays down like this. I just love him. I'm not going to be able to do any other cats today because I think I'm just going to have to sit here like this and just talk about cats. I don't know. Lucinda is in the wings, so thank you, Lucinda. She's a volunteer doing a fantastic job. And of course, thank you to Mike, the camera man from Armstrong. And so we always want to acknowledge, thank you, Mike, for coming today. Anyway, this guy is just spectacular personality. He came from a home with an elderly lady who had quite a few cats. She is now having to move in with her daughter, and they're trying to find homes for several of their cats. You may remember Little Hopi and Cloud, the white pair. One was the mother and one was the daughter. You're going to see Cloud today. We did have them adopted together. It didn't last but a few days. Sometimes people make a quick decision quicker than they should. They don't realize just how big of a deal it is. They think cats, you just put them in the house and they take care of themselves. They don't. They do need some care. One of the things that she had mentioned about Little Hopi, who is the mother, is that she got aggressive when she tried to touch Cloud, her daughter, who is full grown. We have not had that experience, not even minutely here. So I say different environment, different cat. So what you see here may not be the cat that you take home because they just adjust differently. There's all different things going on, different smells, different people, more activity, less activity, you name it. And so they may not act the same when you get them home, which is why we have a 2-week return policy, no questions asked, and you get your money back if it's within the first 2 weeks of adoption. So I don't know who in the world would ever return you, except for that you're just so heavy. He's listening. I love it. You're just so precious. Lucinda, yes. Would you like to just bring another cat in and sit on the couch with me? Our issue is the 6 feet rule. Definitely, I don't have my mask on because I'm about 12 feet away from the camera guy. And it's hard to talk, and it's hard to watch people talk with their mask on constantly. Lucinda, sit far away from me. No, I'm going to have to I'm going to have you just hand me Cloud, and we'll see how this goes. Well, she's a little tense. Okay. Hi, Cloud. There you go, pretty girl. I know there's a big guy right there. Okay, we'll see how they do. He's so laid back. He would get along with any other cats because they were in the same home. They should know each other, but that's okay. This is Cloud. She's not going to last long. Something I just learned about blue-eyed cats. Okay, so Cloud is blue-eyed, and she's also white, as you can see. Thank you for giving up your seat. All right, she's still going to be a little weird, but I'm going to try to calm her down as I often do with my leopard in a tree hold. This can work. Sometimes it doesn't work. I know, Cloud. I know, Cloud. It's okay, Cloud. She's not used to being held and all of that. So that's why I didn't understand why, we had this issue at the other house. She's not one that really wants to be held down or anything. But the thing I learned is that white cats are white because they are missing a color chromosome. Excuse me. And blue-eyed cats are missing that same type of, I don't remember what the name of it is. It's a medical term that doctors would know. And maybe one day I'll memorize the name. But technically, their iris is clear, and the blue is a refracting light that is like if you take a piece of glass and you look through it, it's clear. But if it's rounded glass, you can see like a blue in the glass. That's what causes their blue eyes. So technically, the iris is clear, which is super fascinating. And also could be the reason why some cats have a blue eye and a green eye, or a blue eye and a tan, or like a bronze eye, or a gold eye is what they call it. At times, there's bronze, there's gold, there's blue, there's green, and but she's calming down. She's liking this. She's young. She's under a year old, and she will sit with you. She's out and about all the time. Very friendly. Most cats don't like to be picked up and held. She is one of them. But and then of course you've got to watch the white hair if you're going to adopt her, because you're going to have white hair in the house and on you. Don't pet her before you go to work or you have to roll your clothes. So we're going to take a quick break before we get somebody else in here. All right, so we're just going to keep rolling here. My buddy's back. Come on, Ginger. You want to sit with me while we tape? Thank you. He'll take up one whole couch cushion. This is Lottie. She's a sweetie pie. She is a very quiet kitten. She's about 6 months old right now. We've had her a long time. She's just coming up for adoption. Hi, Sam. Sam is my desk cat. Sammy thinks that I now am hers fully. She has completely bonded with me because that's my desk and she sits there all the time, and she will pick the people that she likes. And right now she almost never comes off the top of our desk other than to eat and go potty and go back and sleep. So we put a bed up there and everything. But now we find that wherever I go, she has to come too. So, but she is adoptable, and she's a sweetie pie. She's been here 2 years, and we really need to find Sam a home. She's gorgeous. She is what we call a dilute tortoiseshell. So instead of the black and orange, we have gray and peach, just like if we dilute her with some bleach, let's say. We aren't going to do that. But that is how they get this color. It's just a little bit on the diluted side. And she really wants my attention right now. So, hi. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, so back to Lottie. Lottie has these really cute ears. And they kind of look like a cat breed called the curl. But it's not a curl. She's not a real curl. It's only this one ear that you can see. You can see that mic, I'm sure. But we've got this curl going on and a little bit of deformity here. And the reason for that is when they get an upper respiratory, there are times where an upper respiratory can completely devastate these cats physically. So they can get conjunctivitis in the eyes, especially as kittens. The smaller they are, the harder it can hit them. And they get it in their eyes like she did. And we almost thought we were going to lose her eyes, but we have a phenomenal veterinarian, Dr. Kurt Yant, Y-A-N-T, at Copley Fairlawn. He opened his clinic this year, January of 2020, approximately. And he's just phenomenal. Other doctors would have told me to go ahead and remove this eye, but he did surgery and saved her eye. We really believe that she can see out of it. It's doing great, but there is no fixing this ear for the deformity. So what happens here is that same infection travels around the body and ends up in between the thin layers of her ear, and it causes liquid and it puffs the ear up. And so this real thin layer of skin will puff up like this with liquid. And then when that drains, or when it's been drained by a vet, or it just naturally pops open and drains on its own, it stretched the ear so much that when it comes back down, it's deformed. So that's usually how that works. But this one turned out kind of cute. There's another cat here, Dee Dee. Hers didn't come out so cute. It's really kind of just, a lot of times it'll be in both ears, but we've seen it often where it only happens in one ear. But we've seen it in both ears, and it kind of makes them symmetrical. But in this case, she's just who she is, just like any of us with some kind of physical issue, a deformity or a handicap or what have you. So she doesn't care. She's just as beautiful to us too as any other cat. She's a dolly. She's a little lap cat. She's a medium-haired cat with a beautiful silver undercoat. So, and she's a brown tabby because of her little brown nose, but she's medium hair because these are short and these are long. So she's got some short, some long. And I think I might have to sit here all day. What do you think, Lucinda? I might have to sit here now and just hold these two. And we're getting our bath, it looks like today, right on television. No couth, there's your belly. Look at that belly. And he doesn't even care. He's so cute. I just love him. So do you have her housemate? Okay, super. So we have with Lottie, we have Hilda in the same room.
Take her back?
Yes, please. Thank you. She's so comfortable. Thank you, Lucinda. This is her sister, Hilda. Very nice cat as well. They'd be great if you took them both together. She fared a little bit better in the situation of her upper respiratory. She did not have any eye issues that were long-term. This ear looks a little bit shorter somehow, but Hilda and Lottie and the crew that came in, there were 11 of them, I believe, or 9, and they were in one cage almost their whole life. And when you put too many cats together in the same environment, even in your home, if you have one too many cats, you're going to have an upper respiratory and issues that just don't go away, because that tribe, that herd, that whole colony of cats is one too many, and it will start to create illness. I think it's God's way of keeping the numbers down, but we find here that if we have one too many cats in these rooms, they'll start to get sick. So putting 9 cats that are growing from kittens into cats in a cage and leaving them there, and they literally have nowhere to go but on top of each other, was mortifying. And when we got them, they were super sick. And so we've been working on these guys for months, and they are finally, these are the last 2, and they're ready to roll. And thank the Lord we didn't lose any due to the upper respiratory. We did lose 1 due to FIP, which is feline infectious peritonitis, which there's nothing you can do about. There's no test to check for it. There's no treatment for it. There's no preventative. So unfortunately, it was our first case of FIP. Thankfully, it was our first and only case we've seen for a very, very long time. But again, something that can develop, I believe, just in a case where cats are just sick. Things can mutate faster when their immune system is down. So if you have a household of cats and you're finding that they're just sick a lot, you may have too many, and that's just the fact, right? Are you done with your bath yet? Not done with your bath yet? Sorry. Okay, so this is Rosie. Rosie is so cute. She's very active. She's an adult. She's been a mother. She's super active. Her tail is flicking a little bit. It's okay. But she does, I can feel her. She is in a pounce position. Anytime they're in a pounce position, it means they're ready to pounce and go. You want to see their feet tucked like that, which means that they're super comfortable. So if I set her down, she's just cried a little bit. She's a little anxious because she's a super active cat. And we did have someone just come in the front door, and she wants to know who it is, what they're doing, what they have in their hand. Why do they have it in their hand? Where is it going to go? That's Rosie. And so you've got to be ready for an active cat that does get along with other cats pretty well. She's a gorgeous tabico, which means she's a tabby. And actually, she's a torby. She's a tabby with a tortoiseshell swirl in her coat. She's just a couple years old. She's super sweet, and she is ready to roll. Go, hon. Bye-bye. This is Isaac, and Isaac is a cutie patootie. He looks just like my personal cat, Gus. If you go on our Facebook page, we have posted a little posting where my Gus, he's got 3 legs. He's missing his back right leg due to an accident prior to us getting him. But he looks just like Gus. But his name is Isaac, and I named him after a volunteer. I believe that we did his bio last week. He is still here, and he's super, super sweet. He's a good boy, and he's just waiting for his forever home. Boy, is he purring. He's a little dolly. I just love orange cats. They tend to be really sweet. Again, most orange cats are going to be boys. That doesn't mean that an orange cat, a female orange cat, is rare, because there are a lot of them. It just means that typically if you see an orange cat out there, it's going to be a male. But we do have one that looks identical to him and my Gussie, and her name is Edna, but she's going home today. And I think a lot of the reason is because it's really hard to find an orange female cat sometimes. They go pretty fast. Well, look how sweet he's being. He's just a little dolly, isn't him? Are you a little dolly boy? He is. Now, he was dumped off at a farm that we work with. We have one farm that takes in the cats that we cannot place. We don't euthanize our cats because they're not placeable. We find farm homes for them, and then they become cats who are in God's care. He decides they get fed very, very well. We provide the food oftentimes. We provide the dry food and some canned food. If we have an overabundance or some outdated food, sometimes that's what we'll send out there. But they get fed super well. They have a lot of places to go, and they're very well cared for. Well, we saw him out there, And the folks at the farm said, will you please take him and place him? He's too nice to be out here. And I think you would agree, he doesn't belong on a farm. He belongs in your home, and he's just a little sweet boy, isn't him? A little Isaac boy. Our adult cats over 1 year old are only $80, which we pretty much don't make any money on our adoption fee for our adult cats. We test, vaccinate, worm, flea treat, nail trim. They just get the works. And by the time, of course, spay and neuter, by the time we do all of that, $80 is long gone. And when they come in and they're sick, we're already in the hole. So we would really appreciate anybody out there that could help us, partner with us, maybe on a monthly basis, where you can go on our website and click on the donate button and set yourself up for a monthly auto pay through PayPal. We have people, quite a few people that just do $5 a month, and I can tell you that it is a significant help to us, especially when enough people are doing it. So it doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit from everybody. We are not funded by the city at all of Medina. We're not funded by the county at all. In fact, I will put this out there that Medina County has not given us $1 since we opened 16 years ago. This has been a labor of love. And it has been through volunteers working hard here, and donations from the public, and through the other programs that we have. So I thank you for your time. Thank you for watching today, and come on out and get these cats. They need good homes. Have a good day.